Good morning, everyone. We are from Group 2. Our topic is about misunderstood science sparks violence. So now I would like to start our topic with our introduction. The recent vandalism at Somerset University's greenhouse underscores growing concerns about genetic engineering research. Vandals damaged the greenhouse and left a message opposing genetic mutation, likely in response to research aimed at reducing pesticide use. Despite public fears, the researchers strive to create safe, healthy crops with minimal chemicals for environmental benefit. Actually, there are some similar cases occur at some specific countries. Over 80 cases of vandalism targeting genetic modification research sites have occurred across Europe, for example, in France, Germany, Switzerland, and the UK, including a significant incident in 2010. These acts, which involved the destruction of experimental genetically modified crops, disrupted research efforts and caused some delays. In response to this opposition from activist groups, discussions about enhancing protection for research facilities and advancing biotechnology have intensified. So now I would like to pass the baton to VINASHAGI, who will talk about preliminary conclusion.
Thank you, SHUEN, and good morning, everyone. Now I would like to talk about the preliminary conclusion. Vandalism against scientific research, especially in genetic engineering, is a growing issue driven by ideological opposition and anti science sentiments. These acts disrupt innovation and fuel debates on ethics, public policy, and technological safety. While legal consequences vary, such incidents lead to heightened security and increased discussion on balancing scientific progress with public concerns. That's all from me. Up next, we have Dhurga with some really interesting information about the harm test.
Thank you, Rina, and good morning, everyone. Now I'll be talking about the recent vandalism incident at the Somerset University's greenhouse and its implications for genetic engineering research. There are two key aspects involved in this situation, which is physical damage and environmental impact. The physical damage aspect primarily concerns Somerset University, where the vandals caused significant disruptions to the greenhouse and its research systems. This vandalism led to the uprooting of plants and loss of valuable research, risking ongoing studies and compromising future scientific efforts. Such destruction not only affects the integrity of the research but also poses risk to the safety of the facility and the researchers. The environmental impact aspect actually highlights the vandals' actions as an illegal protest against genetic engineering. While they aim to express their opposition, their actions promote fear and misunderstanding about scientific advancements. This incident raises ethical concerns and regarding technology use while showcasing commitment of the scientists to developing eco-friendly crops that reduce reliance on harmful pesticides, emphasizing their focus on sustainability. That's all from me, and now I'd like to invite Farin to talk about the faith test.
Thank you, Durga, for that. Now I'll be presenting about the faith test. So it is already stated on our poster. For Islamic, this verse from the Quran emphasizes the importance of environmental stewardship. It encourages believers to live in harmony with the earth and avoid actions that harm or destroy it. This aligns with the Islamic concept of Khalifa, which posits humans as stewards of the earth, responsible for its care and preservation. Next, Buddhism. This teaching from the Digha Nikaya highlights the importance of non-harming ahimsa. It encourages followers to live a life that avoids causing harm to others, both physically and mentally. This principle extends to all beings, including animals and the environment. Then, Christianity. This verse from the Gospel of Matthew emphasizes the importance of compassion and service to others. It teaches that helping those in need is equivalent to serving God. And last, Hinduism. This verse from the Bhagavad Gita highlight the importance of sincerity and faith in action. It emphasizes the importance of aligning one's action with one's belief and values. Based on that, I can sum up that even these sentences come from different religious traditions, they all share a common theme: the importance of living a life that is ethical, compassionate, and respectful to others and the world among us. That's all from me, and I'd like to pass on Jingwei.
Thank you, Farin. To build on what Farin shared, I'm going to discuss about professional tests. I will explain the vandalism incident at Somerset University, which involved the break-in and damage to the greenhouse. This act has raised important legal and ethical issues that we will explore, specifically in relation to criminal damage under the Malaysian Penal Code. Under Malaysia's Akta Kanun Kesuksaan Penal Code Act 574, this act is classified as criminal damage. Specifically, it falls under the offence of mischief, which is defined as the intentional destruction or damage of property. According to Section 427, when property is intentionally damaged, such as the greenhouse in this case, the punishment can be severe. Offenders may face up to 5 years imprisonment, a fine, or both. If the damage is less severe, the offense may be covered under Section 426, which applies to minor property damage. This section carries a potential punishment of up to 2 years imprisonment, a fine, or both will be applied. In conclusion, the vandalism at university not only represents a criminal act, but also highlights the ongoing debate about genetic engineering. Now, I'd like to pass the baton to Siting, who will tell you all about publicity tests.
Thank you, Jingwei, for the professional test. Now, I would like to shift our focus to publicity tests. For your information, the publicity test evaluates how a decision aligns with societal values and stand up to public review. From the introduction, we know that at Somerset University, a greenhouse was vandalized with the words "Stop Genetic Mutation" spray paint on its walls. This unlawful act goes against peaceful expression and is widely condemned as counterproductive, which failing to effectively communicate the concerns of public to the genetic engineering potential. Secondly, the targeted scientists are working on genetic engineering to reduce pesticide use and promote environmental sustainability. Their research features on national televisions highlights its societal benefits, including safer, healthier, and eco-friendly crops. Only 15% of the plants are genetically modified, underscoring their focus on reducing chemical use rather than advancing genetic engineering alone. The research on genetic engineering techniques has gained public visibility, but the attacks suggests there may be a confusion of negative perception about the purpose of the research. But the public misunderstanding of the scientists through purpose leads to this aggressive action. The publicity has sparked public debate, highlighting both support and opposition. So based on the publicity test, we can conclude that the act of vandalism fails to align with societal values and will not be accepted under public perspective. Conversely, the scientist's work is defensible and aligns with the public expectation for innovation that benefits the environment and society as a whole. That's all for publicity tests. Thank you. Now, I would like to pass the baton to VINASHAGI for overall conclusion.
Great point, Siting. So, for the conclusion, to sum up, the genetic engineering research at Somerset University aims to develop environmental friendly crops that reduce reliance on harmful pesticides. Despite challenges and misunderstandings surrounding the technology, such efforts hold significant potential to benefit agriculture and the environment. By focusing on safe and sustainable solutions, this research highlights the importance of innovation in addressing global agriculture and ecological challenges. Thanks again to Dr. M. Vijayan, other PBL lecturers, our course supervisor Dr. Muhammad Afiq, and all of our friends for making this project possible. You guys can also scan the QR code below for our references. Thank you once again.